You can see cloud cover at multiple levels through our Lexington Financial Center live camera. The low-level stuff just puffing up as the sun warms the ground and some of that cloud cover starts to develop there. But you can also see some of the high, thin cirrus that's drifting in. That's an indication of a little bit of moisture on the move, and we're out ahead of an approaching system that will throw a few rain showers our way overnight. So similar situation here. Beautiful reflection in the downtown Lexington Financial Center of those low clouds that have just started to puff up. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon, a cool afternoon. But when you consider what we went through Saturday with that low cloud cover, that persistent rain, just that miserable weather, finally broke it yesterday, and today we are pretty much in the clear. But there's the rain that I was talking about. It's out to the west. It's fairly light stuff, but it's heading our way, and a lot of it has the most likely chance to pass through overnight, which is good. A lot of folks may not even notice it, but clouds will get thicker as we go through the day. Hazier sunshine, then eventually mostly cloudy with some occasional showers around overnight. Not quite cold enough for anything beyond rain until you get in the mountains of West Virginia. Indications of a bit of a wintry mix there at the higher elevations. And then with the way this high is oriented back to the west, it is going to slowly work its way in here. But since it's out to the west, we continue this north to northwest flow, which means even though it's dry, it's pretty chilly. You have this deepening trough, this cold air aloft across the Great Lakes. It's going to punch south, and it is going to be an unusually cool week ahead, even for early November. Getting a little closer to ground level here, this is about 4,000 or 5,000 feet up. You can see that cold pool of air that is just entrenched across the Great Lakes here in the Commonwealth. And I've got you all the way out to midweek. Notice how it's barely even budged, and it's holding on. So we don't see any appreciable warming until maybe next week. We're going to be running below average. Our average high is in the low 60s, and we're in the low 50s. We'll be in the mid 50s today. The problem is with that cooler air continuing to filter in like I was telling you about, it's only going to get chillier as we go through the week. And in fact, by Wednesday, Thursday, we may not get out of the 40s. Same thing for Friday. And then there are the overnight lows that are consistently down around freezing later in the week. So mid 50s, mostly to partly sunny. Get out and take care of whatever you've got to do today. While it's on the chilly side, but not as chilly as it's going to get later in the week. If you're worried about rain, if we see a few showers, which we will overnight, it would be overnight. So not too concerned about rain potential this week. Tuesday, after a high in the mid 50s today, Tuesday we're only going to be around 50. And as you go through the day, look at that. If you have a high of 50, that means you spend the majority of the day in the 40s. So it is going to be even chillier tomorrow. Those few showers that we have, some broken clouds in the morning, that'll scoot out of here. So we'd end up partly sunny tomorrow. And then notice that low around freezing by early tomorrow and later through the week. We've got chances to get down to around freezing. We've already hit that. So our next threshold as far as getting colder and colder is a hard freeze, getting down to 28 degrees. Our average for that is November 6th. And guess what is in view? November 6th coming up this weekend. But what we should see is some fairly consistent overnight low activity hitting right around freezing. So I don't anticipate a cold enough push to get down widespread upper 20s there, but there may be some outlying areas that do. Other point of something to watch, Thursday there'll be a system passing far to our south. A few rain to snow showers are possible. We may stay completely dry here in Lexington. We'll keep an eye out across our southeastern counties there. Pretty low end threat for that with those highs in the 40s and overnight lows just getting down to freezing.